the Irish guy, and I'm terrible at predictions, right? I mean, if I pointed at some pregnant woman on the bus and predicted her to give birth to a healthy baby girl, oh, then knowing my luck, she'd then just give birth to the creature of Cloverfield. I am notorious for always being made to look like I've got snails for brains. And especially the championship table. That is always harder to predict than guessing whether or not James Corden's going to be nice to his staff. I mean, it looks like he'd probably spit at an intern in the eye if they served him an undercooked scone. But lads, I'm going to take a look at my championship predictions from August, and please just let me get them right. My score last year I think was 2 out of 24. Please just let me do better than that. Please, come on, I need to restore my dignity. Even Jermaine Defoe thinks I'm about as clever as a brain-dead wasp.
You know what it is? Once the whistle goes, mate, that competitive side, I'll just
That's it, man. Yeah. That's it. You'll be nutmegging lads who are like 5 stone overweight. You don't care. You want those goals.
Right, let's go.
24th, Wigan Athletic. This is going to be an ugly season for you. I mean, the poor manager, Liam Richardson. By November, he's very quickly going to realise that this is about as much fun as making love to a hedgehog.
Yes! 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 Oh, okay, I feel a bit bad now. I mean, if any Wigan fans are watching this is probably the equivalent to watching some homeless bloke take a wee in your grandmother's grave. I'm sorry, okay, I don't hate Wigan. I don't want to see your stadium turned into a bowling alley. But this just means that I've started this video by getting something absolutely right. I am 1-0 up. I said Wigan would finish last, and you finished last. And these were the comments.
Can't wait to see Wigan in the Premier League next year. Irish guy 24 out of 24 predictions masterclass. Also Irish guy, Wigan 24th.
Look at me now! Yeah, I said Richardson would be miserable in November. Well, I would say he was, because he lost his job. Sacked for Colo Torre after losing 6 of the last 7 league games. And yeah, right now he can probably be found asking rats to eat ice cream off his crotch. Anything to feel alive again. Poor Wigan fans. Them trying to survive the season with Colo Torre in charge. Yeah, that prospect is probably scarier than an arm wrestle with Theo Baker. What? He slapped someone's arm in half. But lads, that is 1 down. Please let me have gotten 23rd correct too.
23rd Reading. 2 words. Paul Ince.
No! I was close. I was so very close. Reading got relegated, yes, but they finished 22nd. Lads, they were stuck on 44 points. Their team in 23rd got 44 points too. They just had a goal difference that was better by 2 goals. That's the only reason I got this one wrong. I know they had a points deduction, but lads, I was right. Paul Ince was as impressive as a birthday cake filled with snot.
22nd Birmingham City. Sorry, Brom, but your manager John Eustace will be given the boot in January. And then, lads, the manager is going to officially relegate you, Alex McLeish.
Yeah, this prediction made about as much sense as my newfound friendship with man like Hacks.
No fighting today, alright? No scraps, alright? None of that. You're a good boy now.
I never fight. All I do is play football, and I'm here to share my love and happiness. But if someone kicks me, you know what happens.
Well, this was pretty hideous, alright? Go back to August and Birmingham City were 21st after 7 games. To be fair, lads, Brom have relied on the exciting youth to keep them up. I mean, Man United pair Taith Chong and Hannibal. Oh yeah, and Jude Bellingham's little brother. Although, to be fair, imagine your 7-year-old son wanting to get Hannibal's name on the back of his shirt. I mean, to people who didn't watch football, they would assume you were just a middle-aged freak who refuses to let his kids watch Shrek in favor of Silence of the Lambs. But lads, the bottom line is, I said 22nd, they finished 17th. I was wrong.
21st Blackpool. Appleton is a decent League One coach for teams like Oxford and Lincoln, but in the Championship. His very basic tactics are going to quickly resemble a child's doodle pad. Ozzy, this season is going to be a stinker. Trust me, he'll be quitting the club again in January and forcing you to appoint Sean Maloney.
I don't know how I did this, but somehow I accurately predicted that Sean Maloney would get relegated to League One as manager this season. I mean, last summer, he had nothing to do with this league. He was minding his own business, sitting on a beanbag in his Scottish flat, probably trying to reduce his boredom by smearing mayonnaise on his armpits. I said he would go and finish the season with Blackpool, and if he did that, he'd have been relegated. Instead, he joined Wigan and got relegated. But still, I mean, this might have been a foggy, blurry mistake. But part of me somehow knew that Maloney would finish inside the bottom 3. But lads, I said Blackpool would actually survive and finish 21st. They finished 23rd. I was close. I was so close. And lads, I have a soft spot for Blackpool and Ian Holloway. Even though that man hates my fashion sense.
Say it's fashion. Alright, Ian, come on. What exactly is wrong with you? No, your pink boots are great. It's your jeans you bought for the scarf as well, the t-shirt, you're not feeling that. is that got under? Is that under stuff?
Like this, Ian, bring me on like this, and I'll still score a goal in the second half. I'll do it for you, Ian. I'll do it.
I wish I was a dentist. I'd made a fortune in this room alone. Where's your coat? Get your fucking coat on, mate. You made me feel cold.
If anyone gets injured, I got his boots.
Hey, where's the scarf and no coat? Oh, sick.
It's the northeast, man. It's the northeast.
The northeast.
The northeast.
Dwayne, tell him.
Yeah. Lads, I actually got to talk to Holloway about that Blackpool team, which I love. I'm gonna chuck in that interview as bonus footage at the end of the video. Go check it out at the end. But what a man. But yeah, I'm sorry to see Blackpool relegated. Well, I mean, I was right about Michael Appleton having the tactics of burnt stew, but officially, I was wrong.
20th Rotherham. I am expecting a superstar season from Irish forward Shadozi Ogbeni.
No! I said that newly promoted Rotherham would stay up when most people out there thought there was more chance of James Arthur marrying the king. By the way, that's another celebrity bloke who probably wishes I was dead.
Hey, Jimmy. What's going on? What's going on? Where's the goals? Well, where's the 30-yard bangers?
We've got a few.
Football ability's not linking up with what you're singing, alright?
Oh, look at that body language.
We get you a goal in the second half, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? Can you promise me that? You want me to get out your players right now, don't you? Let me.
Oh, that was so awkward. But lads, I was inches, the width of a squirrel's nipple, away from being correct with this one. Wait, do squirrels have nipples? If not, then what furry creature was breastfeeding me when I went camping in the woods? I said 20th. The team who finished 20th got 50 points. Rotherham also got 50 points. But instead, they're 19th. 19th in the league. Lads, just know, how close was I? So close. Everybody thought that Rotherham were doomed. Just like some kid in a wheelchair trying to outrun Michael Myers. I tipped Shadozi Ogbeni to have a great season. And he did, but officially, I guess I'm wrong again. Oh, how unfair is this?
19th Hull City. Your manager is Shota Arveladze. How weird is that? Sorry, but he's in line for a Christmas sack. And in comes Tony Pulis to scream at his players until his lungs start to hurt. You'll stay up, but again, just.
I'm not sure what exactly I was eating last summer, but I can only imagine it was some form of poisoned dog food because I seem to have developed superpowers. I knew all the managers who were going to get the sack. Yes, Shota Arveladze was binned off before Christmas. Way before Christmas. He was gone before October. But I said 19th, you finished 15th with such an average boring season. 14 wins, 16 draws, and 16 defeats. I'm guessing Alfie was probably so fed up watching that, he probably angrily and impulsively ordered tweed jackets off the internet while sipping on a ported Hungarian tea.
18th Huddersfield Town. Yeah, last season Huddersfield lost the playoff final after ending the season with 6 wins for the last 7 games. And I'm predicting 18th? 18th position in the league. Is this some sort of sick joke, right? Sorry lads, but your hard work from last season is gonna fall apart. I'm sorry, but for the indignant Huddersfield fans who now want to hurl their granny's poo at me in the streets. Lads, go back 2 seasons ago. If I told you then, when you finished 20th in the championship and needed a Neil Smith Rowe magic to keep you up, if I told you then that 2 summers later you'd be finishing 18th in the championship, you'd have taken that with a big smile on your face. So please, simmer down.
Yes! This is genius! This is incredible! Huddersfield finished 3rd last season. Third! I actually predicted that without Carlos Corberan at the wheel, they would plummet 15 places, and they did. Who saw this coming? When I predicted this, the 6 Huddersfield fans in the comments probably fantasized about setting fire to my face. You began the season with an exciting, exotic, promising coach who used to shadow Marcelo Bielsa. And you ended the season with grumpy old Neil Warnock, a footballing dinosaur who probably shares a bed with Paddy Kenny. But lads, they spent 37 weeks in the relegation zone. So the fact you managed to finish as high as 18, then thank you, Neil. If I ever meet you, I'm buying you a cheeseburger and shoving it in your mouth. But I just hope you like my jeans.
17th Coventry City. This is unfair, right? But I don't know, to me, I just have a feeling they're gonna have a bumpy season. As a Coventry fan, I felt quite violated the Irish guy pinned us for 17th. But then I remembered his prediction record, so I'm quite excited for our playoffs run this season. Cheers, mate.
You couldn't have been more right. I predicted Coventry to finish 17th. Nope. Instead, 5th. A bumpy season. Yes, there were some nightmare results, like conceding 4 at home to both Norwich and Stoke, but otherwise, my prediction aged about as well as Matt LeBlanc.
16th Luton Town. I think this is going to be a sloppy season, where Luton need to be careful not to sleepwalk their way to relegation. They're going to start the season horribly. It won't be good.
Oh dear, lads. I got the first part right. I said they would start the season horribly. Yeah, They were second bottom after 4 games, just 1 goal scored. And then their messiah, Nathan Jones, walks out on them in November. By all rights, this was the season where they should have finished 16th in the league. But no, Rob Edwards has come in and dragged them up to 3rd. Legit 3rd. I was off by 13 positions. 13! If this team actually gets promoted to the Premier League after this prediction, won't I suddenly appear to be about as clever as a clogged toilet bowl?
15th Blackburn Rovers. I bet loads of you think Blackburn are going to be in the playoffs next season, right? Nah, I know they've got some talented players on their books, but replacing a steady British coach like Tony Mowbray with John Dal Thomason. I mean, what? Ozzy, by October, Thomason will have been sacked after losing 5 games in a row, and soon Duncan Ferguson will be in charge as they stumble over the line. Just you watch.
No, I was wrong. John Dal Thomason did keep his job, but Blackburn Rovers bottled it. They spent 3 weeks top of the league, 5 weeks in second, another 24 weeks in the playoff positions, and instead finished 7th. Lads, they only have themselves to blame. They beat Millwall on the final day, yes, but before that, no wins in 8. This was a perfect example of the pressure absolutely melting the hope in Thomason's eyes. I mean, since March, he's probably been waking up about 9 times a night. He's probably been sweating and shaking, even just eating potato waffles with his wife. But I was wrong. 15th. No. Another one wrong. Great!
14th Sunderland. Sunderland are back. And lads, they're not going back to League One. You really think Sunderland fans are scared? Quaking like Courage the Cowardly Dog? No, Sunderland will be fine.
I thought I was being nice about Sunderland, a newly promoted club. I said they would finish 14th, no relegation fears at all. Yeah, I wasn't nice enough, because they're 6th. They could be in the Premier League next season. I said 14th. They finished 10 points above 14. What a season they've had.
13th Bristol City. They finished 17th last season. I'm gonna go for a slight improvement with 13th, but honestly, it's all a bit boring.
This is just unfair. I said 13th. So of course, Nigel Pearson just had to steer Bristol City to 14. It was basically the exact season I thought it would be. Absolutely boring, meh, about as exciting as watching 2 hedgehogs French kiss in a bush. But no, you just had to be awkward and finish 1 position from what I said.
12th Cardiff City. Sorry lads, it's not what you want, but 12th.
Cardiff City should have been relegated. I thought I was being harsh when I said 12th, but no, you finished 21st, and you probably kissed that judge for docking Reading 6 points. Lads, Cardiff spent last summer trying to negotiate with Gareth Bale. Imagine if he had participated in this hideous slug-sick mess. I mean, by Halloween, the guy would probably fled the country with a golf club before chucking his work phone into the sea. But yes, another one wrong. Oh, come on lads, please let me get the next one right.
11th Swansea City. Anyone who thinks that Russell Martin is getting this team promoted, and take your brain out of the sink, Swansea will have an okay season. 11th.
I said Swansea would finish 11th. So of course, 10th. They just couldn't resist. They couldn't help themselves. Sure, the season under Russell Martin petered out exactly the way I called it, but now you couldn't just sit there in 11th like good little boys. You just had to sneak your way into 10th. So I guess give me another wrong prediction, and once again further the theory that I've got mashed potato between the ears. Thanks, Swansea. Right, now, what did I say for 10th?
10th Watford. Okay, Watford fans are probably expecting to bounce back immediately, right? No chance. I mean, Rob Edwards is a 39-year-old managerial wonder kid. He'll be gone by November. Have you not been paying attention to the puzzles, Rob? This is going to be a season on par with West Brom last season. Just a murky, mid-table mess. Ozzy, by the end of the season, Watford are going to be managed by Fabio Cannavaro.
Oh, come on! I said Watford would finish 10th, and so they finish 11th. Lads, this is ridiculous. How has this happened? I said Swansea would finish 11th, and Watford would finish 10th. So of course Watford would finish 11th, and Swansea would finish 10th. That's trying to fill the mid-table positions in the championship is a lottery. But I guessed the exact 2 clubs who would fill the 10th and 11th positions. I just mixed them up. I'm fuming. Not least because everyone except me expected Watford to bounce back up and win the league. I didn't. I could see that the Pozzo family sacking coaches for the most minor infractions like sneezing near their cereal, that couldn't work forever. Yeah, Rob Edwards was gone by November, but not for Cannavaro, and instead Chris Wilder, who seems like he hates himself for accepting this poisonous job. He looks even more self-loathing than Will Smith renewing his wedding vows.
9th Millwall. Same as last season. Next.
This is ridiculous. Millwall finished 9th last season. I predicted the exact same thing. So they finished 8th. I basically got the bones of this right. I said same as last season. No team in the entire division exemplifies same as last season more than Millwall. Because last season they collected 69 points. This season, 68 points. Shocking levels of consistency. But yeah, I still have to officially count this one as being wrong. How unfair is that?
8th Preston. Lads, I think Preston will have a crack at promotion. The first credible crack in years. I think this will be an exciting season. They'll start the campaign brilliantly, but like QPR last season, they'll peter off by the spring. But Aussie, at least it'll be a campaign to wake up the Preston fans who spent the last 5 years snoring in their seats.
Sure, Preston began the season unbeaten in the first 7, yes. They didn't actually concede a single goal, but 5 of those matches were 0-0 draws. Those poor Preston fans, I promised them excitement. Yeah, they sat through 9 goalless draws this season. This is a bit like me promising you a cinema ticket to go watch an exciting thriller-minute blockbuster. But instead, you're just sitting through 2 hours of watching Susan Boyle on the loo. I said 8th. Preston were only 5 points off 8th. I was close, but ultimately wrong.
7th QPR. QPR are inching ever closer to promotion, but once again, you're getting locked outside the playoffs. QPR will play some nice, attractive football. James Alcott will spend this Christmas drooling from the nose, but sorry lads, it won't be enough.
I said 7th, you finished 20th. But this wasn't as terrible as it seems. Lads, Michael Beale turned down a job offer from Wolves, and his good early season work eventually at QPR sitting 7th after 24 games. They were 7th in the league at Christmas. This prediction didn't actually make me look like someone who likes to lick the armpits of dead seals down the beach, but what has happened since has been free fall. There was a run where they lost 9 games out of 10. Gareth Ainsworth is now at the wheel, while Beale is at the other Rangers and is probably in serious danger of having milkshakes thrown in his face if he steps foot back in West London again. If Beale had just stayed put, then I think I would have got this prediction right. But instead, no. It looks about as intelligent as the homework from a homeschooled goblin.
6th Stoke City. The smart money is saying that Stoke will finish 13th, right? I mean, I'll be so annoyed if they do. While I'm out here predicting 6th. Well lads, the game-changing signing is Dwight Gale. Yeah, he's 32 years old, but he's a championship goal machine, and you signed him for less than the price of a Terry's chocolate orange. Here's my prediction. This is a man who will bang in 30 goals, win the Golden Boot, and almost single-handedly drag Stoke into the playoffs. Honestly, watch out lads. Dwight Gale is going to explode.
It's weird. I tipped Stoke to finish 6th. What's actually happened is that they since spinned off Michael O'Neill for Alex Neil, and the team he started the season with are 6th. Stoke, 16th. I said Dwight Gale would score 30. He's netted 3. Lads, it was nearly February and Gale hadn't scored in 50 matches. That's 2 whole years. It's official. I cursed the poor bloke. And lads, Stoke ended the season horrifically. 2 points for a possible 21. Alex O'Neill has got to be careful, because if he starts the next season poorly, he'll have his contract fed to the dog.
5th Middlesbrough. For those thinking that Middlesbrough are now going to win the championship title, give your heads a shake. I mean, have you just eaten a toasty dipped in paint? They'll finish 5th, losing the playoff semi-finals. Just all a bit meh.
People were tipping Middlesbrough for automatic promotion. I didn't believe the hype. Chris Wilder then gets sacked. In comes Michael Carrick and sneaks you into 4th. Of course, I say 5th. So you finish 4th. Does football just not want me to be right? This is the 7th team in this video where I've been wrong with just 1 place. 1 place, that's all it is. How unfair.
4th West Brom. Here's my prediction. West Brom are going up. I think they'll have a great season. Typical championship Brucey ball. They will win ugly in the playoff final, with someone like Dara O'Shea scoring the winner off his tie in extra time. Honestly lads, Steve Bruce is not done in the Premier League. West Brom are going up.
Why did I have such faith in Steve Bruce? Christ above, I sounded like I was his son. I massively overestimated Brucey Ball to a horrifying degree. Bruce was sacked in October. The Baggies were bottom of the league by Halloween. Those West Brom season ticket holders were probably in such a foul mood that they probably spat at trick-or-treaters in the eye. Lads, I was half right. I mean, under Carlos Corberan, it has been promotion form. 52 points for the last 28 games. That's not bad, but they finished 9th. 9 points behind 4th. I was wrong. Again.
3rd Norwich City. No, Norwich City are not winning the championship again. No, just no. Daniel Farke was the championship title specialist. Dean Smith has never won a league. Ever. Honestly lads, if Norwich win the league, then I will personally get a bus to Norwich and camp outside the stadium for 24 hours and beg everyone for forgiveness. It's not gonna happen.
I told you all. You all thought,
oh, Norwich City are going to win the league. It's just what they do.
You probably all thought that it was an inevitability. I gotta admit it, after 6 consecutive wins at the start of the season, I was worried. But then Dean Smith showed the tactical flexibility of a half-eaten orange. He's been given the boot. In comes David Wagner, that creepy Jurgen Klopp clone. Honestly, that guy probably demands that his own wife dress like Klopp's wife too. And let's be real, the guy has been an atrocious, burnt obelisk of a coach. This was the league's title favourites, and they've ended the season with 1 win in 11 matches, scoring just 7 times. Old reliable Timu Puki's form has fallen off a cliff. No goals since January. They've been sloppier than a horse eating porridge, and now they finished 13th in the league. Yeah, I got this one horribly wrong.
2nd Sheffield United. I was wrong about Paul Heckingbottom, but last season he did a great job. I mean, Sheffield United still have the core of the Premier League team. For some reason, Sander Berg is still on the payroll, and they've added well with Tommy Doyle for Man City and Kieran Clark for Newcastle. If they can finally find the batteries for Ryan Brewster's feet, then yeah, I'm backing him to bounce back up.
Yes! Yes! Finally, I've got another one right. I said Sheffield United would finish second, and they have finished second. I mean, to be fair, Ian Brewster scored 1 goal this season, and clearly he has the hamstrings of a 96-year-old man, but this is a perfect prediction. Paul Heckingbottom is the Sheffield United David Moyes. You know, when he was sacked by West Ham for not being fashionable enough, and then dragged back when they realised the grass wasn't greener. I was right. Now wait. Who did I say would win the league?
First, Burnley. Lads, I think Burnley are going to dominate this league to an extent where they're going to eat up a points total of 100, becoming the 6th best team in Championship history. I mean, I wanted to say the best, but I mean, the record is Reading with 106. I mean, that is ridiculous. 106? But honestly, Burnley, you could have the league sewn up by March, and everyone will quickly realise that company is the next big thing. I mean, forget the Wayne Rooney hype. Everton are going to be sniffing around this man by Christmas. Just you watch. Burnley are destroying this league.
What just happened? I think I might just play this segment on loop for the rest of my life. Everything I said was pretty much correct. Who thought that Burnley would claw 100 points this season? Me! Nobody thought that. I said 100. They went and got 101. I said that they would statistically be the 6th best championship team of all time. And lads, that's exactly what they are. Fulham from 2001 are 5th best with 101 points and a better goal difference. Lads, I just accurately predicted Burnley Football Club to be the 6th best championship team of all time. This is my best prediction. It has to be. Burnley under company were at risk. Most of you thought they might stumble about the playoffs, but I knew they would blow everybody away. I mean, to be fair, they had 7 1-1 draws by Holloway, but since then, they've absolutely swept the rest of the competition away. I said company will put himself on the map. Lads, he began the season by being seen as a weird, out-of-the-blue appointment. I mean, don't forget, he finished 3rd in the Belgian League with Anderlecht last year. He was a risk, right? Yeah, he ended the season by being shortlisted for the Chelsea job, and has Tottenham sniffing around him too. I don't think anyone truly appreciates how incredible this prediction was. Lads, I got the 2 automatic promotion spots absolutely 100% perfect. People who say that my prediction skill is basically on par with cookie soaked in cat piss, just look at this, look at it, soak it in, drink it in. Forget the Aguero moment. Martin Tyler should be watching this clip in the bubble bath with Vaseline. So that was weird. How do I reflect on that? I got 4 right. I said Wigan would finish bottom, that Huddersfield would finish 18th, Sheffield United would finish 2nd, and Burnley would win the league. And 7 clubs I was wrong about with just 1 place. Officially, it is just 4 out of 24. Well, come on, lads. It wasn't that bad, right? Let me know in the comments. You judge it. What do you think? And yeah, before we go, without further ado, here's me trying to be friends with Ian Holloway.
Well, listen, come here, Ian. Looking around here, you're used to working with seasoned professionals, top athletes. These, I mean, they look in good nick, but I mean, are you a bit nervous about, you know, some of these players' first touch? Like, is this a bit of a drop down for you now? Obviously, having coaches like Charlie Adam and, you know, Gary Taylor Fletcher, silky technique, and then we got some bloke off Hollyoaks, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've heard he's really good. Yeah, good.
So, I mean, how are we doing? I was just saying, can I just say, my one favourite neutral team that I don't support in the Premier League has been Blackpool 2010. That team was so brave. I'm not just gassing up Ian. I loved that team, genuinely. You went out to win every single match. It was unbelievable, Jermaine. Like, honestly. Yeah, that's my favourite. That was my favourite. That team was unbelievable.
Well, we had to go for it because we couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, you did.
We tried to dominate the ball and we couldn't.
Yeah.
We weren't good enough, but we had a damn good go.
You really gave it a go. I was so good on that final day at Old Trafford. I was gutted you got because I remember that interview you did after, I think it was Villa away, and the media were getting your back because you played a weakened team. You're like, it's not a weakened team. It's my squad. I gotta use my squad players.
I left Charlie Adam out. That's what I got wrong.
Yeah.
Because everybody thought Charlie was the only player we had. We had a load of good players.
You had some good players in that team. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I just had to say that because honestly, I wish we had more teams like that, more just brave, adventurous, you know. I mean, we've got Big Sam back now. We know what he's going to do. He's going for a 0-0 draw every game. But you didn't, Ian. And I'm not just saying, I'm not gassing you up. I love that team. I really did.
We did the best we could.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. No fear, Ian. No fear. Listen.
Well, I'm only afraid of dying, to be honest with you.
Don't say that, Ian. So am I.
No, I can't be
so am I. Way to bring the mood down. You thought we were getting along there.
No, I'm just saying I'm not afraid of anything apart from dying because that's going to ruin my day, isn't it?
Well, let's hope no one gives you a heart attack today if you see their dodgy first touches. Alright? Alright?
What I want you to do is enjoy everything. Even if it goes wrong, we still enjoy that. We fail magnificently. You understand?
Yeah.
Alright? And then we don't ever have to pick ourselves up. That's the worst thing in life. Seriously, we fail magnificently, but I believe we will triumph.
We're gonna lose, we lose the right way.
That's it.